The woman was tied to a metal chair, her legs propped up high. Moments later, a masked figure picked up a syringe. Seeing this, the woman immediately began thrashing and struggling with all her might. But the masked person clamped a tight hand over her mouth and nose. With one quick jab, an unknown liquid rushed into her body in an instant. Right after that, two burly men wearing animal masks walked in. They dragged the woman out of the room and then tossed her into a cattle shed. As soon as the two men left, she scrambled to her feet and tried to escape through a window, but her efforts were completely in vain. To understand how she ended up in this nightmare, we have to go back one day earlier. At the time, she and her boyfriend had checked into a remote inn. Following the innkeeper's arrangement, they settled into a room in the backyard. But that night, while the two were fast asleep, a masked person crawled out from under their bed and slowly inched toward them. When the woman opened her eyes again, she was horrified to find herself locked inside a metal cage. She immediately started shaking the cage violently, only to be sharply told to stop by a masked man. Once he left, she quickly grabbed a stone lying nearby and slammed it hard against the cage lock. Yet in the very next second, another masked person doused her with something that knocked her unconscious. Her boyfriend was not faring any better. He was not only locked in a tiny cage, but also had his mouth gagged shut. He frantically shook his cage and tried to call for help from the person across from him, but the other person showed no reaction at all. Just as confusion set in for the boyfriend, several burly men walked in, and right in front of him, brutally killed someone. The boyfriend broke out in a cold sweat instantly, unaware that even more terrifying things were still to come.